Yellow, it is N60 Sean, and Road to Wrestlemania continues as we turn our focus to the tag team division to see who is going to be challenging Popular MMOs on Sunday for the tag team titles. The Yogscast about to take on Ohmwrecker and Bryce as we see which team is going to start to get ahead to try and stake a claim for those tag team titles. We know who's going to be challenging. Wait a second, hang on a minute. The five Knights in Freddy's crew are attacking the Yogscast guys. Maybe Freddy and Springtrap just unleashing an assault on Simon and Lewis from the Yogscast crew. Oklahoma Stampede to Lewis. Do the five Knights? Wait, hang on. We got Martin Littlewood here in the backstage area. He's probably going to be coming out to help his boys. And now he's just run into Marionette. Marionette appearing out of nowhere. And now we've got fair play to Martin Littlewood taking it to Marionette. And we've got a brawl in the backstage area as Marionette is just attacking Martin Littlewood of the Yogscast crew in the backstage area and sends him straight into a wall. And meanwhile, we've got chaos outside. We were supposed to have a tag team match with the Yogscast versus Ohmwrecker and Bryce. But it looks like Freddy Fazbear, who's just chokeslammed Lewis through a table, and Springtrap, I think they're tired of being overlooked and they want to make a quest for that tag team championship. And now Foxy and Marionette running down to the ring and just seem to be sending Simon and Lewis out of the ringside area, and I think they are stealing their place in this match. And Marionette looking very, very happy, as does Freddy Fazbear, and I think they are going to be taking the Yogscast place in this match to decide who is going to be getting one step closer to the tag team championships. And here comes Bryce and Ohmwrecker, who look quite cheery for a pair of guys who were about to take on the Yogscast crew, but are now going to be faced with a much more terrifying challenge of Freddy Fazbear and Springtrap. And I'll tell you what, the Five Nights at Freddy's crew, who don't have the best win-loss record in the YouTuber series, but they do have a record of destruction and breaking down teams. And this looks to be a new attitude, a more destructive attitude from the Five Nights at Freddy's crew, as Freddy Fazbear just runs straight through Bryce. And we've seen Bryce be impressive in his showing so far in our YouTuber series, but I don't think he's ever faced anyone quite like Freddy Fazbear and Springtrap, as he drops that big watermelon-like head onto Bryce, and now just dealing out huge right hands, quick tag to Springtrap, and we're already seeing double team offense to Bryce, double elbows to the face, and a destructive start to this road to Wrestlemania for the tag team division. Springtrap with a right hand to Ohmwrecker. And time and time again, we've seen the Five Nights at Freddy's crew just appear and attack tag teams before. I think this is like the second time they've attacked the Yogscast crew. And now Springtrap throwing Bryce to the outside. And what can he be thinking here? Kick to the midsection. And this does not look good. And a powerbomb to the apron onto Bryce. And I'll tell you, and that is the hardest part of the ring. That will cause significant amount of damage. Springtrap, man, what is he thinking? And signaling that I think that they could be making short work of Bryce and Ohmwrecker here. It's another tag to Freddy Fazbear, and this doesn't look like this is going to be good for Bryce. Takes a huge right hand, and then onto the knees of Springtrap. The size of Freddy Fazbear crashing down onto Bryce, and Ohmwrecker breaking up the count. That could have been it for Bryce, even in this early stage. And Marionette sneaking around at ringside, and now just pulling Ohmwrecker off the apron, so preventing Ohmwrecker from trying to break up any pinfalls. And Marionette has got no business getting involved in this match, attacking Ohmwrecker on the outside. The numbers game of the Five Nights at Freddy's crew working in their advantage. It's practically 4-on-2 with. And when you're thinking of like allies of Ohmwrecker and Bryce, I mean, Vanos doesn't seem to be like too pally with these guys at the moment. Vanos with his own obsession of regaining the N60 championship. And there's no cartoons or H2O Delirious in sight. And now, finally, Bryce makes the tag to Ohmwrecker, but Ohmwrecker walks straight into a double axe handle. That sneak attack from Marionette on the outside, probably discombobulating Ohmwrecker. Ohmwrecker needs to get some offense put together here if they're going to have any chance of mounting a comeback to the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. And now what is Marionette doing on the outside of the ring? Marionette seems to have just got a steel chair. And Freddy now, he's got Ohmwrecker set up. Huge gutbuster drives him into the knee. And now he's just taken out the ref. And Marionette is in the ring. And it's just cleaned out Ohmwrecker with a steel chair. What the hell is this, man? Like, Marionette now with the forearms at Ohmwrecker. This is unbelievable scenes from the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. Not afraid to break any rules. Sneak attack with foreign objects. And the referee is telling Marionette that he is out of here. I think the referee Shen Wu has had enough of Marionette's interference and has ejected him from ringside. But it's still 3-on-2. Foxy's still outside the ring. And the damage may have already been done to Ohmwrecker and Bryce with that sneak attack with the steel chair. Ohmwrecker thrown into the Five Nights at Freddy's corner. And another quick tag. This is going to be more double team offense. And I just think Ohmwrecker and Bryce didn't expect to be facing the Five Nights at Freddy's crew as the referee tries to get that steel chair out of the ring. A combination of the numbers game, the sneak attacks, has just completely thrown them as Ohmwrecker now tries to sort of weaken that arm of Springtrap, just trying to get some sort of like equilibrium back in this contest. Might be an idea to try and tag Bryce back in. Goes for a scoop slam, but Springtrap wriggles out of it and drops Ohmwrecker on his head with a German suplex. And what could this mean as we go towards popular MMOs and Sunday's tag team title match at Wrestlemania? Who are they going to face? Is it going to be the Five Nights at Freddy's crew? Because if they win this match, I mean, they won't be #1 contenders, but they'll definitely be one step closer to getting that title match. As Ohmwrecker gets whipped into the corner, manages to kick Springtrap in the face. But again, finds himself in that Five Nights at Freddy's corner. Ohmwrecker needs to get out of there and again make a tag to Bryce. But Bryce, if you can just see in the sort of right hand of your screen, as again now Ohmwrecker gets catapulted into that knockout punch from Freddy Fazbear and again comes crashing down across the knees of Springtrap. And I think this has only got to be a matter of time, because both of these guys on the big headbutts from Freddy Fazbear. And just when Ohmwrecker looks like he might be sneaking a move in, Freddy Fazbear is just too strong, too powerful, muscles Ohmwrecker down. Big sidewalk slam to Ohmwrecker. And this could be one of the most dominant performances that we've seen from anyone in any of our YouTuber series. Freddy Fazbear from the second rope and again comes crashing down onto the body of Ohmwrecker. And now Ohmwrecker going for the ride. The choke slam all the way from the depths of hell. A Springtrap trying to get in the ring. Referee distracted. That's 1, 2, and Ohmwrecker just managing to kick out. Absolute resilience of Ohmwrecker. The referee's just a little bit too quick to get the count in. I think that would have been over had he not been distracted with Springtrap. And once again, Springtrap's trying to come in. And the referee's distracted. What is Freddy Fazbear doing here? Well, the referee's distracted with Springtrap. Freddy Fazbear probably annoyed at the resilience of Ohmwrecker. He's got that steel chair again, and the referee doing his job and pulling that chair away from Freddy Fazbear. But Freddy Fazbear wrestling the chair away again. And now it's just clean the referee out again. Surely that's a disqualification. But who's going to have the guts to disqualify Freddy Fazbear as he just bashes Ohmwrecker down, steamrolls through him like a bulldozer, and a steel chair shot once again. And the referee, just in case he was thinking of disqualifying Freddy Fazbear, takes a slap to the face. And I just think that the referee is just too afraid to disqualify the Five Nights at Freddy's crew as Freddy Fazbear delivers his patented spin kick. And I think that has got to be all she wrote for Ohmwrecker. That's 1, 2, and that is 3. And the Five Nights at Freddy's crew are back with a vengeance. And I think the tag team division has got to be put on notice. People used to sneer at the win-loss record of the Five Nights at Freddy's crew. But who is going to stop them when they're looking this dominant? Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe. Check out the Royal Rumble if you haven't already. And who is going to stop the 5 Nights at Freddy's crew? We'll be back with more tag team action very soon. I've been N60 Sean. You're all heroes. See you later. Bye.